like 20 minutes for there we are. We're live. What's up, everybody? It
Boom.
is Thursday, 9 o'clock. You know what the time it is. This week at Gear Report, where we talk about everything that is gear related. I guess I don't know. We've been slacking here lately. I'm your host tonight. No Jefe. He has prior engagements. He had an incident with the opening the new brand or the new channel of Gear Report Erotica, and there was an incident, and he's unable to come. So, he'll get better. It'll be all right. And we have Komar as my
Hey,
co-host tonight.
here we are.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome. I'm excited. Well, anyway, this is this week at Gear Report, July 27th. We're sponsored by Maxim Defense, who are doing the good fight, fighting that ruthless ATF people. Hold on, let me switch that. Let me find it. There it is. There we go. Boo ATF, one of our favorite banners.
Becoming less and less powerful every day.
Oh God, I know. It sucks though. All it takes is just a shit ton of money from everybody and time.
Yep.
And they just sit back like, all right, let's do this.
Money makes the machine go.
I know. Anyway, we've got this is I could go through the segments. You want to have this is how quick they're going to go. Let's do this. Watch this. Let me get back to my banners. All right, recent reviews. Okay, that was awesome. There we go. That was a good time. See, we'll just put it at TJ's happy hour for a little while until people start showing up and making some comments. If they're out there today, I don't know. We have been getting rained on all day today down here in Florida. It's still raining. It's still raining now. Like it dumped this morning. Then it went to like the set in rain where it just rains constantly, and then it cleared up for probably 2-3 hours, and then now it's just dumping again. I'm like, oh, it's like, don't they know? I mean, we needed the rain, but not all at once.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, yeah. So if I happen to cut out, it's because my internet is probably going to flood and or arc out or whatever. We did have a wicked lightning storm yesterday. It knocked out. Like there was so much lightning. I don't know how many strikes there were. It must have been thousands of lightning strikes, but it went on for probably 3 or 4 hours. And it one hit so close, like Crystal started just screaming like, "Oh my God." And I saw like the outside was just bright white, like pearly gate white, like bam. I was like, oh. And then it went away.
Did you start the light?
It rattled the house. It hit so close, and you could feel the charge a little bit, and it tripped 3 of my breakers in the breaker panel. That's how close it hit. I was like, man. So then I went outside like an idiot, like, oh, just seeing if it hit a tree or anything close. But yeah, so it was wicked, dude. It went on for a couple of hours.
It's cool.
Just like I want to go outside. Bam. All right, I'm not going outside.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. So then we can go. We'll just do TJ's. We'll do TJ's Hepper for a little while longer.
Cool.
What do you got going on? Just chilling?
Yeah.
Enjoying the hot weather?
Yeah, it's been ungodly hot. But here we are. Yeah, I'm working on it. Doing what I can out here.
Yeah, that's about all we can do. Oh, there's our first one. Ghost, and since I'm hosting, I don't care what you say. Soy. You can say, yo. You can say whatever. I mean, as long as it's PG.
Okay. Not whatever.
PG-20.
We don't want
to. There we go. Look at that. See, Honcho. Ahoy, ahoy. There, I'll take it.
Ahoy.
Listen, Jeff's not here. I got
no
that.
Rule.
I got the. I mean, Gary's not in the chat either, so he can't nuke anybody.
That's right.
Just me, and I don't know how. So, well, that's where we're at this point. Like, I mean, I think one time we were on there. Remember, probably 5 or 6 months ago when these bots would just randomly start showing up and post and making comments in there, and you're just like, what the hell? And he's looking at me. I was like, don't look at me, dude. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know how to nuke them. I was like, every time I click on it, it comes to the screen. PG. I don't know. I know you don't.
Hmm.
It stands for purple and green. Your favorite crown
Fair enough.
colors.
Fair enough.
Gun Websites is out there. Good evening to you, sir. I missed. I was so upset. I missed the Free Patch Friday over there, but it's coming up tomorrow. We'll get another one. I missed it last week. I was all excited. I need to get a new patch panel. That's on my list. I've got like over there somewhere. I've got one of the Indiana patch panels, and then my safe door it's full. I'm running out of room to put them up. Like all my doubles are in like a one of the ammo 50 cal ammo cans.
Yeah, big bag.
And it's almost
I got a
full too.
Ziploc.
Do you?
Every time I get home, whenever I get home from a SHOT Show, I get these bags and I separate all the swag from the stickers, the patches, to the stuff that I'll never use, and then I just have these bags and I don't do anything with them. But
you don't put the patches up,
huh? I do as much as I can, but I only have so much patch space, so I need to. So I do that, and I've been slowly covering the inside of my garage door with the stickers.
There you go.
Eventually, I want it to be like multiple layers, right? I want to have no more of the white showing, and start to layer over. Cool.
I'm working on that on the. I don't know if you can see it. The old GearReport banner back there.
Yeah.
The stickers up there. So I've been putting them up there. There's a bunch down below behind my chair you can't see, but I'm doing the same thing because I get stickers. I'm like, I don't know what to do with them. I don't use stickers on anything.
Yep.
So that's perfect. Garage door.
I don't get these folks that got stickers all over their cars. It's not. I don't like that. No. I don't like that.
It's hard to put a coat of wax on your car with a bunch of stickers on it. Throwing it out there.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I'm just checking on my. Well, cool. Well, all right. We'll go on to since we're here. Let's go on to reviews because I've got a bunch of reviews that we publish soon, if you can believe it.
Cool.
I've got the Monster Tough from Duty Coat.
That was been pending for a while,
dude. I know. I just can't. It's so wet. I just can't back. I got one of the Phoenix Weaponry handguard has a gas tube cover because it's a low profile, so it has this badass little gas tube cover.
Cool.
I got a hold of it a little early. I didn't let it dry up all the way, so I got thumbprints all. It looks like dog ass. So now
how soon did you touch it? How soon did you touch it? Because
I didn't want to touch it. It was like probably 20 minutes, but it was humid outside down here, and it was probably 89 degrees, 90.
Okay.
I didn't want to, but it was like on my. I took the hanger off. I open up my garage door and I hang everything off the garage door because then I've got plastic on three sides and I've got, I can ventilate it throughout the garage door, which is perfect. And I took it off and I hit it wrong and it fell and I grabbed it and I was like, oh, and I flipped it right over instantly. But by then the damage is done. So
yeah, I feel like I've gone 20 minutes and it's
all dry. Like the other stuff when I first did it, when it was super dry out, no problem. Like it was probably 15, 20 minutes. I grabbed them. I was like, all right, they're cool, not tack anymore. And I'd bring them in the house and hang them up because there's no fumes after that. Once it dries up, there's no fumes because Chris gave it to me. And but that one it was raining out and I was like, this is the only piece I have left. And I was just hit it and I was like, perfect. And then I went out and I was like, God, it started piss pouring. I was like, all right, I got to close the garage door. I was just gonna take the hanger and not touch it, and it just, stupid stuff. You just hit something and it fell off, and I just grabbed it. At least it didn't hit the ground and get gravel and stuff in it. But so I've got to redo that one, and that one's done. I got a short video. I did a short. I took a torch to it. Well, it was like a combo. It's a combo because I did the Monster Tough, and then the Phoenix Weaponry. Oh, look at this guy. The Phoenix Weaponry handguard dissipates heat really well as well. So I did it on that, and then I lit my cigar with it. So I've got to thin that one down a little bit and then trim the edges, and that one will be good to go.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He heard about the Gear Report erotica, didn't he? Hey, buddy.
Who's less pleased?
Hi, Jeff.
Oh, now he's gone.
He was just stopping in to say, "I'm listening."
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, God, I should have mentioned the Gear Report erotica.
Yeah, he just showed up.
What's up,
let you know
Chris?
Dad's still here.
Yeah, the Overlord.
That's right. That's right.
I've made a huge mistake. That's what I told him. You made a huge mistake. It's okay, though. There we go. Oh, he's back. I forgot he has power now. Damn it.
I'm not sure it's a good decision to be back. But I was like, oh, what the heck? I kind of committed.
It's the best decision.
Yeah. So anyhow, thank you for firing things up. I had a personal matter I had to deal with right at 9:00. And
The new channel?
I've dealt
I told
with
him.
it. That what?
I told you put gnomes in the front yard. It's just going to cause problems, man.
I told just so you know, I told the listening audience that you had an incident starting up the Gear Report erotica channel. You were testing some stuff and had an incident and you indisposed.
Yeah, well, I was a little confused because I did have a discussion this afternoon that solidified that I really do have to make another channel. But it's not that one yet.
Oh, come on.
Dude, if you see me with a shirt off lately, you would understand why I'm a little reticent to do any sort of erotica channel that involves me.
Well, that's why I've got the camera from here to right above my moobs.
Right.
See? That way nobody can see that stuff.
Are you a good solid B cup now?
I'm still an A, but like when I run, I'm like, what the hell? What is that? My nipples get chafed now if I don't put a little Vaseline on them.
Gear Report swingers coming to a channel near you.
No, I don't think that's
gnomes and loofah sponges. That's about it.
Gear Report gnomes.
Nice.
Clover's got the gnome thing down.
This is true.
I'm not going to take any thunder from his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one watches this stuff.
So I already went through reviews that were published. That was a quick one. So you missed that one.
I actually
it was the audience was enthralled. They were like,
I actually you know what? I'm closing them. Screw it. I'm just closing them. I had one open and I was starting to work on it, and then I had a personal matter I had to attend to, and it just didn't happen. I thought I was going to get all three of them published because they just needed a little bit of work, little final review.
Then you realize it was TJ's, and you're like, God, so much more.
Little editage. No, then I had to go deal with something, and when I got back, you were already,
dude, 9:00.
You know, the great thing, Jeff, is TJ opened up the show with Guitarmageddon, so that's already been done for the night, so we don't have to worry about it.
There was like 5 guitars I went over. You missed it.
Yeah, so it's over. You don't have to worry about doing that tonight. It's all good.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, you know what? I told TJ that this was his show to do what he wanted to.
I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're doing. I've got...
That's dangerous.
So I will be back, but I'm going to step away for a few minutes, as far as you know. All right?
He's going to listen up. Damn it, I know he is. I know he's listening.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely listening.
So listening. Maybe. Well, he's probably
he's still. Oh, yeah.
He's still there. 100%. 100%.
We got to behave.
It's like when you're dialing to a call center, they put you on hold. They're
listening to you, bastards. So anyway, reviews. Let me go back. There we are. Reviews that we publish soon. So yeah, the monster coat. That thing is, dude. Like I said, it's holding up so far.
You mentioned you put a torch on it.
I did put a torch on it.
Discoloration? No. That's cool.
I'm working on a stock that is hands down the best rifle stock I've ever used. Like, not even close. Hands down the best stock ever.
Was it Wooks?
No, it's called Evolver. It's a real small profile. but the actual tip of it that actually goes into your shoulder rotates, and it's got a little knob that you rotate that knob, and you can literally put it whether you're wearing gear, whether you want to put that knob in your pocket, whatever you want to do. That little it rotates 360, and you can put that knob in any position you want, and
Okay.
it, whatever is comfortable for you, and it holds that stock into your shoulder. Whether you're wearing a plate carrier, you're wearing a t-shirt, it doesn't matter. It is amazing.
People still coming out with new shit. I love it, man.
I'm telling you, I saw it in RAM, and I was like, I gotta get one of these, and it's amazing. It's literally the best stock I've ever used in my life.
Awesome. I've got
Like,
that.
It will be a 5-gear review, but he'll knock it down to 4.5.
Nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect, dude.
Nothing perfect.
I know.
That's like I said.
Okay. The only perfect one is it only comes in
4.5.
It only comes in 3 colors, so that makes it a non-5.
What colors? What colors?
Black, I think black, OD, green, and gray,
FDE.
maybe.
Nope.
Gray.
Nope. You have it.
Maybe FDE is one of them. I can't remember. Let me find the website now. I'll put it in the private chat for you.
But it's
Cool.
yeah. No, I mean nothing's perfect. That's the first thing I do is look like what don't I like about this stuff. You know, like I said, the monster coat was good stuff. I mean, the only thing, like I said, that is you better clean that gun out right away. That's the only thing I found out. If not, take that crap apart, soak it. But now I got one of those big cans of fuel, so I just the denatured alcohol, and I just I put about half of it in there, swirl it up, and just get the compressor going, and just spray it out. Oh yeah, dude, I run it through.
Yeah,
I increase the fluid and increase the air and just run it through as fast as I can until I put it on my hand, and
it's clear.
When it's super clear, I'm like, all right, we're good, and it works the next time. But that first time I waited because I was messing with stuff and I was rearranging. I was doing a bunch of test samples, and I had 3 or 4 different hand guards, and I would spray, try to get the right mix. Because you can adjust the flow and you can adjust the air. And I found it. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I set it down for probably 30 minutes or so.
How many PSI are you spraying at?
I don't even know.
Okay, cool.
I don't even know because I can adjust it on the gun itself.
The nozzle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've got a pancake. A pancake compressor will do it all day long.
Yeah.
But because it's it's super low, like it's so low, because it's just like done, and I twist it around and hit it again, and twist it one more time and hit it, and that's it. And I'm like, wow. And then I dump the rest of the stuff back in the tub because I put too much in because it barely uses anything. But yeah, I mean it's been great, but it's a little bit of learning, but not much. That one's almost ready. The Phoenix Weaponry low profile handguard, that thing's done. In for publishing. That handguard is by far one of my favorites.
Nice.
That thing, dude. It has a good feel. It's light, and the way Aaron has that design with he's got the little holes and then the screw holes every 45 degrees all the way around that thing, so you can just I don't want to hear. I want to hear perfect. Like I moved it just a couple things. And so that one's up. That one's in for publishing.
Nice.
What else do I have? It was close. Something else is close. I'd go over to GearReport, but I already closed it down because we didn't have anything published. I was like, we'll just shut that down. No point in having an open tab open with my low computer power.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. Oh, and I got the Foxtrot mic, the MK 10 or the mic 102.
Oh yeah,
that thing is that's almost ready.
Is that your first experience with Foxtrot mic?
Oh no, I bought a couple of the stuff.
Okay,
this is one they sent me. So
yeah, I'm a big fan of what they do.
I know you are. I was like, Ghost is going to be super jelly, but it's dude, I love it. Side charger.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh yeah. Yeah, I bought one of their 9mm side charger, the Paratrooper upper, and I built it. My Aero 9 is a Foxtrot mic, and that thing.
What length? Is it
I think
pistol
it's-
length or is it
No, it's-
16 inches?
It's 16 inch. It's a long one.
Okay, nice.
I want to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
was it 14 and a half? No, because I didn't do that. It was 16 inch. It
I
was
think they
it
at
was an
one
aim-
time had a
aim-
14 and a half with a pin and weld
Yeah.
flash hider. I don't know if they still do or not.
right. Well, I was gonna see if I can find one a little bit shorter and just pin and weld my suppressor to it, but
Oh yeah.
You know,
Well, I don't know if you want to pin and weld a suppressor, would you?
why not? I got it. I got
Why
it on
not?
my 8.6
Do
blackout.
it.
Okay.
The 8.6 blackout.
Okay.
That way, I can put just a regular stock, adjustable stock on it, and
No,
I'm
I
good to go.
get it. I get it.
so. Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends on your guns. Like that 9mm is so quiet, suppressed that I love it, and then the 8.6 blackout is, it's 300 blackout quiet suppressed.
Really?
Yeah. So it's super quiet for that big ass round.
Are you going subsonic ammo with it or?
Yep.
Oh, even
Yes,
better. Nice.
If you go subsonics,
Nice.
it's super quiet. But it's even quiet with the supers.
Really?
I was like,
Interesting.
oh, but it's has a little bit better. It holds flat a little bit better than 300 blackout. I mean, you're good for about 200 yards flat.
I was getting ready to ask you with the subsonic and the suppressor on there, what's the max effective range? So you're saying 200?
200 yards.
That's solid,
But it
though.
carries
That's
it
solid.
carries twice the energy because it has such a big round. It has 1 in 3 twists.
Yeah,
That's the big
that's
thing.
solid.
Like, you would feel that if you had I don't care if you had a plate on, it would knock your ass down.
Here's
You'd
the
be like,
thing about
whack.
plate carriers that people don't understand.
Uh-oh.
A plate carrier, what in the Sam hell?
Oh, Jeff's a furry.
Called it.
Fly like an
Called it.
eagle.
I think
You're
that was
calling.
the that was something. That was something.
Wow.
No, plate carriers they're like a bullet retardant. They're not bulletproof.
Well, here's the thing that people don't understand.
you feel the impact.
They'll save your life,
Right.
but you're out of the fight.
Oh yeah, you're gonna feel
Like
that.
you're legit out of the fight. Like
Mhm.
you're down, you're gonna hurt for a while.
Yep.
You're out of that fight, but you're gonna live. You know.
Yep. But so the 8.6 carries. I think it's double the amount of energy the 300 blackout has at 200 yards.
Nice.
What grain ammo does that thing? I mean, like, what do you like to run in that? You know.
Oh, hold on. I'll let you know here.
I don't have any experience with the 8.6, so that's why I'm kind of asking. It's interesting to me.
He
Okay,
runs all the grains.
All the grains. Dude, it takes
Every
a lot.
damn one of them.
Nice. Off he goes.
I ran him off.
So, were you going to a Steve Miller Band concert or something, Jeff? You're gonna fly like an eagle?
I don't even know what I was doing. I haven't felt myself today.
So instead of the GearReport, instead of GearReport erotica, it's going to be GearReport role play. Is that what we're talking here?
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know that I'm. I don't know that I like that.
300 grains.
Oh snap! Okay. Yeah, that's got a punch to it.
Well, that was, I mean, like I said, the only reason I wanted to do it because me and Jeff, we shot that up at SHOT Show, right before COVID, the last one before COVID.
2020, yeah.
Been a
yeah.
while.
And we were like, dude, whatever happened to that? It's so quiet. And I was like, oh yeah.
That was just the timing was so
Oh,
heinously
nice.
bad.
Yep. So it's a beast. Yeah, now they fell. Oh well. Little cleanup afterwards, no biggie.
Oh, dude, you still got the Dustin image up?
Dude,
Oh my goodness. All right, I'll fix it. Hang on.
you can
just
put my picture. You can put my
Avert
picture.
your
Up.
eyes. Avert your eyes to the Gorilla Ammunition.
Please move
300
along.
grain
Nothing to
grain,
see here. Nothing to see
8.6
here.
blackout. I will come down and change the background. There we go. All right, dude, but anyhow, 300 grains of Sierra Match King subsonic.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What's the kick like? Is it pretty good?
Dude, it's AR-15ish.
Wow, that's amazing.
Crazy. Yeah,
I never did get to shoot one. I guess I didn't see it at 2020 range day or whatever, but I'm intrigued by it.
Who was it? Q. Well, Kevin and Q
Faxon
came up
had it.
with it, but Faxon had it at their range, the long range table up there.
Yeah.
just walking by, like, hey, you want to shoot this? I'm like, look at the side of the bullet. I'm like, yeah.
Yes,
Shoot
yes, I
this
do.
thing. And then it was like Jeff shot it. It was like, I was like, did he just? Is that what he's shooting? Like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay.
I remember
somebody's on to
one of the
something here.
coolest rounds that I shot. I don't know if you guys. This is what, like 2019, maybe the year of G leaving me 4 times in one day. We were at, was it ITAC or whatever, and they had that frangible 9 that you could shoot from like literally a foot away.
Yeah,
Do you remember
yeah,
that?
right in front of you, Yep.
And they put me in an MP5 with that frangible, and I was like literally like a foot away from that steel, and I was like, that's amazing. Like I have there's no possible reason that I need this in my life, but I've got to have this in my life.
Have some, yeah.
If you're not close enough where the frangible powder is tickling the boys, then
Yeah.
you know, are you really shooting?
And like when you can smell the frangible powder, like that's pretty amazing. Like, I like that.
You gotta have it.
Well, here's the problem with that is I don't know if they didn't get a contract or what, but that company is no longer. So
Right.
I'm hoping somebody may have bought the company and at least used some of their stuff, but I haven't seen it come out repackaged or anything.
There's so many of them like that.
Yeah,
I know.
It shows like ATAC are very frustrating. Like we quit going
we didn't
to it
go there.
because
that was the
it's like
last one I went to.
You can't film.
There's neat stuff, but you can't film, you can't take pictures, and so many of the companies, it's just vapor. I mean, there were a few that we knew, but it's like, well, we see them at other range days all the time. So, like, what did we get out of it? We
got
to
a
go
really
Dallas,
cool
which was
dune
neat.
buggy ride. That's what you got out of it.
That was neat.
We did get that. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
And I got left again by, the molester van.
All right, listen. In G's defense,
No,
you're
no,
pretty
no,
short.
No.
You're pretty
Hey,
short. He probably just looked
my
right over
being
like, I
short
can't
has
see it.
nothing to do with him leaving 30 minutes before we were supposed to leave.
That's true.
3 times. 3 times, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't seen the donut footage.
I know.
I'd be okay. I'd be okay with it if I actually saw the donut footage.
He was here a little while ago. He checked in, gave us a thumbs up.
I was going to mention that. I was going to mention that earlier. We're in a private chat talking about a project where we're in every day talking about it. And
I jump in every now and then, but you guys are like way over my head, so I feel like an amateur.
I don't even bother.
He said something about a company that wants him to do a review video on a backup camera. And I was going to make a comment about, well, just see the circles you've driven in, or something. But it's like, no, it's been a few years. I'm going to let him off the hook. Well, wasn't that like 19 or something?
That was like 19, 18 or 19.
Yeah.
It was no later than 19. But it might have been 18, honestly.
Been a few years, yeah.
We went up to the SIG event after that one.
Yeah. The funny thing is, can you imagine doing the donut film with a dash cam, a backup cam, and a 360 cam above? That could be interesting.
He needed a drone up there. That's what
he needed. A drone. That's what he needed. Yep. Oh, don't get started on
drone following him around.
Yep, just following around everywhere.
That drone would just crash. You'd be like, I don't know what this guy's doing. Like I don't know.
It would have been. I'm going to change what I was going to say. I was going to say it would have been fun or funny or entertaining or something to watch, because didn't he say he was doing it for like a half hour? But I think after the first like 23 seconds, it'd be like, what is wrong with this guy? Why is he just keep driving circles over?
The only thing that makes it funny for me personally, is the visual of everyone driving past him and wondering, what's the molester van doing donuts in this abandoned warehouse parking lot for?
Well, or for us,
I don't understand.
Making the kids pass out.
Didn't we come out of a neighborhood and it was like this long kind of arcing curve off to the left?
Yeah.
And he's in a parking lot that's right halfway through that curve on the
and you're like, that looks like G. Lot. And I was like, that is like G.
3/4 of a mile before we got there. So it's like we keep getting closer. I'm like, no, it has to be. But why? And yeah. If it were a longer drive, we could see him doing it for longer. It would have been funnier maybe, but just a bizarre scenario and situation.
The whole day was bizarre. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
For me, at
yeah,
least.
that's true.
It wasn't bizarre. It was a typical day for us.
That was just Tuesday, man.
Yeah. You're like,
It was
Donuts in
a
the-
typical. It was a
Donuts in the
Monday.
Chester van.
It was a
Whatever.
typical Monday in Vegas. You know.
That's a good point.
Oh my god. Greatest
Just
story
another
ever,
day
though.
where a famous woman came up, put her arm around me, and posed for a picture, and I was like, "Okay, who's
Who
this
are you
again?"
now?
Yeah,
Oh, that was
No
that
idea.
Jade?
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad saying that because I'm sure, like, I probably should have known who she was, but I
Well, here's the thing. No less than about 8 hours after that is when all hell broke loose for her that night.
no,
Remember that?
not really.
When the whole Terran Tactical
Mhm.
came out,
The Precious.
the Precious, that was later on that night because
oh,
we
Juice
met
chimed in.
we met Tuesday morning outside to smoke, and she was like, "This is going to be a rough week." I'm like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh
See?
my goodness!" What did he
There
say?
you go. Right there. How many times do I need to reply that my dog doesn't not handle gunshots? So each shoot briefly.
I'm just messing with you.
I don't
G.
know
It's
what
just
the
for
number
fun, bro.
is.
Did you not
But-
get the memo, Jost?
I don't know what the number of how many times is,
Hmm.
but it's not been enough times that it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know
For
how
me,
many.
that
it
will
would take.
always be the best shot story ever for me. You know,
Yeah.
I could just see you walking back from range day. Like, God, what the hell?
I will say that in
No.
2017, Smeggy was there, and G was taking us back to somewhere right after one of the days of shot. And so we were sitting there, and Smeggy was like outside, like on a corner. No, we were in the van at one of the stoplights, you know, half a mile long of traffic. So I told Smeggy, and I said, "Hey, walk up there on the side, get out, walk up there on the sidewalk, and stand by like the street light. And like when we get up there, just jump in." He's like, "Oh yeah, yeah." So he gets out. I didn't tell him that when we got up there, I was going to jump out and throw him into the van, close the door, and we were going to take off. So it looked like we absolutely abducted this guy on the side of the road in this van. It was
That's awesome.
awesome. I loved it. He was like, "I didn't know you were going to do this." I was like, "Yeah, buddy."
That's fine.
What we do.
Now you know.
Yeah, you got, like I said, you and Clover need to wear like little flags so we can see where you guys are at.
You know, I could probably get one of those the dive flags when you go diving. You know,
Yeah.
just kind of
Oh, just
just
one of the bicycle flags.
the
where
bicycle flags. Absolutely.
The
Yeah.
tourists, you know, where they do the guides, the guided tours. Like, all right,
Yeah.
here I am, guys. Like, where's
Yep.
Ghost at? Oh, there he is. Let's see
And there
him.
he is. And we got color coded, so we're like, oh, there's Ghost, there's Clover over there.
Well, Clover's will be green, apparently. I mean, obviously, with a
I mean,
black with a
obviously.
black roof on it.
Well, we could go like the Hunter Orange. He'd probably dig that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're confusing me. You said hunter, but then you said orange. When I hear hunter, I think white powder.
That's different. That's different.
Different Hunter.
Yeah.
Different
Oh.
Hunter.
Blaze,
Yeah.
Blaze orange.
Oh, okay.
Blaze Orange. There you go. It has an official
Okay.
name that I wasn't aware of, apparently. You know.
International orange.
International.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neon
Is that
orange,
just
if you
a
will.
fancy- is it just a fancy orange?
No, I won't. It's I don't know. I don't know. We could ask Florida Man for the official orange declaration.
The Florida man. We call it Blaze orange down here.
You call it Tropicana orange down there.
Oh, that's
different.
probably
You
true.
call it Indian
Different- there's a
River orange.
totally-
Now, the people
totally
in
different
Pensacola
orange.
call it Blaze Orange because that's kind of the redneck Riviera up there.
Is it? Okay.
Below
Yeah.
Pensacola is like normal Florida. Pensacola must be like it's like East Alabama, you know.
That's where
Dumpster fire orange.
that's where you see that's how they give us a bad name. They're the ones where all the Florida men are.
Right,
I mean,
probably
you
true.
never see us messing with gators and stuff on the golf course or anything like that.
I've seen gators down at Palm Beach before on a golf course.
Dude, they're everywhere. That's what I tell you about. Listen, everybody's shocked by gators. Assume when you're down in Florida, every body of water, no matter how small,
Yep.
has a gator in it.
How's the game?
Matter of fact, speaking of gators and diving flags, I could see I can incorporate 2 topics into one story. This is when I was still playing full time. We were down in Palm Beach playing in a practice round, and we're on one at PJ National. We're on like a 16 or 17. It's like an island green, right? And there's divers down below in the water, like working on like the wall underneath the water of the green and all that. And
Yeah.
you just see these eyes about 20 yards away. And we start like yelling at the divers, and they can't hear nothing. So we just take every golf ball. There's 4 of us. We take every golf ball we have in our bag and start just pelleting them in the water. And they come up like, what's wrong with you? And we look back and we just point and say, gator. And I've never seen guys get out of the water so fast that they did. But they had that thing was like on a track right for him. I don't know if he was going to do anything, but he might have just been trying to check them out. But like he was on a
we
track.
got the gators and we got the Florida crocodiles too. Those things are
well, see, I don't know the difference. It might have been a croc, but I mean, they're all gators to me. You know,
the croc has a skinnier snout.
Okay, well, at that point, I wasn't looking at the snout. I was trying to get these guys' attention to say, whatever that is, a large reptile dinosaur is heading your way.
Yeah. If it looked like it was going to eat them, it was probably a crocodile. Alligators usually they're curious. They're like, what's going on over here?
Well, this one didn't have its mouth open. It was just gliding. All I could see was like its eyes, and it was just kind of gliding towards them. And we're just like, I'd
seen how to play it out. I'd like get the camera out. Let's go.
So it's actually simpler than you think.
No, I'll tell you the difference.
Well, the gator will eat you later. The crocodile will eat you after a while.
That's where I was going to go with it.
Great minds, man.
Yeah.
It's the right side of the screen.
That's exactly.
That's the dad joke side over there. There we go.
I had a feeling. I was like, I could feel it. He's going to steal my joke. Got to get it out quick.
That's why I did the actual explanation before the dad jokes came out.
Did you see me trying to hold it in? I'm like, I know.
I knew Jeff was like thinking about it. Like, how do I? I don't know. I know how it plays out here. Yeah. We've got a couple. Crazy enough, even up here in Satellite in the canals, they've got a couple like 13-footers, Florida crocodiles up here. Like, I think we're gonna have to catch them. We're gonna have to catch them, relocate them. I'm like, dude, I mean, we used to go swimming in the canals all the time, messing around. Now it's like, I ain't going in the water.
We locate them right here, baby.
Fry him up.
He'd be on my shoes, a belt, and a fancy hat. That's where he'd be.
Yeah.
If I was allowed to kill him,
I'd like to see you rocking. I'd like to see you wearing the gator cowboy boots at SHOT Show one year.
I might.
Yeah. Comfort be damned. I mean, it's only miles and miles.
He wears wingtips. How more or less comfortable could they be?
They're so comfortable, dude. Do you not understand how comfortable they are? It drives me crazy. Dang it! I do buy a new pair of Vans every SHOT Show, just for that. But the Johnson & Murphys, dude, they're it's like wearing sneakers.
Hey, bro, Johnson, I've got several pairs. They're unreal. I just wouldn't wear them to SHOT. Although I did wear wingtips one time last year.
Yeah,
but they were like the sneaker wingtips, you know, so they were really comfortable.
Yeah,
I want to give you a high five though, TJ, for bringing up Vans after G had tried to get you to stop talking about Vans. So good job.
Vans the shoes.
That was pretty smooth.
Not Vans the van.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I know, but no, I wore the dress shoes wherever I know it's going to be nasty out, because that way I know I can clean them. Whereas if the sneakers,
bro, you rocked those at the nastiest day ever at the gathering a couple years ago.
And they cleaned up. They look brand new. They look brand new. Those Vans would have been ruined. Crystal might have killed me. I paid $70 for those. I'm like, oh. You know,
you paid a couple $100 for the Johnson.
I ruin everything. I'm in construction, dude. I ruin every article of clothing has paint, a tear in it, or something. You know. That's the way it goes. She should know better to buy me fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Go to Bell's, go to Ross, see what's on sale. I like it. Size 13. Just get it for me. Jeff's looking through something.
Yeah, I figure, if we're gonna do the show, I may as well talk about upcoming product.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a water filter. It's a type that I typically talk trash about. I've not been a big fan of pump filters.
Yep.
Like I like the type that you fill a bag up top and gravity pulls it down through the filter.
Yep.
This one, you actually have to pump. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. So apparently it sucks. Like sucks the water in here, push it out the other side.
Yeah, I was worried about those because I was like, you're really forcing it through. Whereas at gravity, it'll work through on its own and get all the crap out of there.
So it brings up a question in my mind. Like with a filter like this, here's the filter media in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you trust Chinesium for a water filter? Like how much would you trust it? Because I don't know.
I don't know.
That filter element is looking. I don't know.
I've always been a fan of the Sawyer filters.
Yeah, I've got a variety of types. I've got some Sawyers. I've got Life Straw.
Life straws. Yeah.
I've got Lifesaver filter.
Life Straw.
Which is the Lifesaver is it's like a jerry can that has a filter, a pressurized pump filter in it, which is kind of neat. And I've got Platypus. I've got a couple Platypus filters.
That's first. You got all kinds of.
I've got all sorts of them.
Yeah.
And my son's got an MSR pump filter. And I was like, no, you take that. I don't do pump filters. That looks like too much work. But then this company wanted to send this for me to look at. And I'm like, well,
Hey, you better keep that above, keep that in the camera frame, because if you put it below the camera frame, listen, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
GearReport erotica. There we are.
Right.
The only thing.
So anyhow, it has a bag of some sort here and some latex tubing.
Yep.
And a pre-filter. Oh, it's got
I think everybody should have some type of like backup, like just a emergency water filter thing, something.
Well, that's a very
certain
good point.
Certain necessities you should have, like a Medipack somewhere.
Yeah.
I've got two. I've got the Mimetic ones, and I've got two of those. And one's on my range bag. I bring it to every time I go shooting. I bring it, and then the one stays at the house. And if we go somewhere on trips, it goes in the vehicle.
Right.
But yeah, water filter system should be on my list. Just in case I have to drink like well water as an emergency.
Right.
Or pond water.
Yep. Or dare I say it? No, I didn't want to say it. That was going to cross the line.
Don't say it. I know what you're going to say.
I'm going to say it.
Nope.
I will tell you, I cheated when I went to survival school, the Air Force survival school. And I was like, hey, I've got this little pump filter. Is it all right if I carry it? He's like, well, are you going to carry it when you go on missions? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I think getting water might be difficult. Maybe. I mean, I have it. It's not that big. If it's in my bag, okay. He's like, hey, that's up to you. So I took it. And because I had this filter, the dude kept like we'd find a water source. He'd point everyone else to the good part of it and say, oh, Sarge, you got the filter. You get the nasty part. Like he had me pulling water out of
a cow just took a piss there. That's your end over there, buddy.
That had cow prints through it. Like I had to get the water out of the hoof print.
Oh, see, that's what happens when you bring that. See, you're ultra prepared.
Yeah, and I was. I mean, it was.
I wasn't present. I wasn't present for it, but I heard about it. There was a group of teenagers went on a hike in the Shenandoah around here, and so they went on this long hike, and one of the kids had a life straw, and they came across all these puddles. So he drops down and he's drinking from a puddle through the life straw, and then sees another kid drinking from a puddle. And after they finish up, he's like, "Oh, cool, you brought a life straw too?" And the kid's like, "Oh, what?"
Oh my god!
We're just drinking from a stagnant puddle. He saw the other kid drinking from it. Thought it was cool.
Oh my goodness!
It wasn't. He got leprosy and died. So
no way.
Jesus.
No, I made that part up. The rest of the story is true.
I believe
not the leprosy and died. As far as I know, that's not true.
but that should be the life straw motto.
Yeah. Don't get leprosy and die.
Don't get leprosy and die by us.
I forgot about life straw. I do have some life straws too.
That's what
I'm
tried
paranoid about water. Like you can live for weeks without food, but only
You gotta
days
have
without water. So like
That's
I have
bizarre.
water filters in every car. I have like where our like tornado stash is, the most secure, least likely part of the house to be blown over. I've got a gravity filter system in there. Like I've got them stashed in many strategic places because I don't
You never
want to die thirsty.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. That'd be a horrible way to go.
Yeah.
All right then. There we go.
Yeah. So that was
Now,
it.
On
now
that
that we
note,
now that we talked
Tom
about
again.
reviews, that'll be public. Oh Jesus, there we go.
No,
I just put it up there just because I thought he was reaching for guitar.
I heard Komar got something recently. You want to talk about that?
The vice that I got,
The Vice.
or the vice.
The Vice.
You got the Vice.
I got the vice. The
Oh.
real avid manly man vice.
That
I got
Vice
one.
that Vice is the shiznit.
I have not used it for anything yet, but
Oh,
I will. I will.
I probably built.
super pleased by that.
I probably built like 5 or 6 ARs on it, and then I've modified them 15 or 16 different times. Like it's really good for like when you're mounting optics and stuff, because you can just twist that thing the way you want it, and shoulder it, and you're like, okay, now it needs to go one more section farther away. And you're like, okay, perfect, and just super maneuverable. You don't have to try to go around that stupid vice. Oh, what's up, G23? Hey y'all.
Where you want it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the comments.
I
Dang
know.
it.
He's just here to.
We'll be
Listen.
okay. We'll power through it.
But yeah, I love that thing. Like out of
I'm definitely
all the
looking forward to
tools,
using it.
out of all the real Avid stuff so far, that thing has been the most useful. I mean, the front sight, or not the front sight, the
Front
the
takedown
AR-15.
pen.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
right there, right behind you.
So I actually owned their AR-15 and a Master Armor's kit for quite some time, and had used a number of things in it, and was struggling with those front takedown pins. And then one day I saw on the internet a review, and somebody was using that thing. I was like, "That's what that thing is."
Yep, you're like, son of a bitch! I just saw some
Oh my
plastic thing I
God.
never used.
It changed my life.
Yeah. Like now I don't even worry about it. Like when I build, I don't like, I normally, well, like when I remember Jeff first showed me, the basics of it, and then I kept modifying stuff, dude, I'd ping like, and I'd have to listen where it landed. And I'm like, oh, I didn't hear it. I'm like, all right, let's see if I can get another one. And so I would just order.
There's an AR feed somewhere loose in the
I would
line.
just order sets of detents and springs just because I would launch it all the time. I was like, ping, like, oh crap. Every once in a while, like when I'm vacuuming, I mean, like I hear, I'm like, oh, dig through it. Oh, detent, awesome. There we go. To this day, and I haven't lost one in probably a year, but it's
Wow.
that makes a big difference. It's just the whole thing makes it so much easier. You mount it up on that vise, swivel it whatever way you want it. Boom, done.
Awesome tool.
Swivel that thing around, done.
Yeah. So another thing actually my kid is working on. A buddy of mine, another local 702 FSL.
My wifey's here.
So
Oh,
he approached me for some help with something, but I assigned my kid to do it to make him useful. And you're familiar with the life card, little single shot 22 deal?
Yeah.
Cool. He wants to put a red dot on it. So my kid is in the process, and at this point he has modeled it successfully and 3D printed a Picatinny rail adapter from the top of the thing.
Nice.
And we're going to take it a step further, and we're actually going to use so we 3D printed the model, right, for proof of concept testing and whatnot, make sure it actually fits. But we're looking at then potentially taking the next step and actually milling one out on the ghost gunner. So we'll have one made out of aluminum, got a little life card, Picatinny rail adapter.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's gonna be totally stupid.
3D printing stuff is amazing now. Like I wish I would have got into it when it started, but now I'm like, I listen to like Flying Rich talk about his stuff, and I'm almost like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But it's neat that all the crap I already can make. I'm like, oh, watch, I'm making this. I'm like, I think I make almost all the parts for an MP5.
So I think that we're gonna like officially dive in hard on the 3D printing and laser stuff, all the makerspace type stuff here,
Nice.
because
Cool.
Chris thinks he has worked a deal out with one of the biggest companies in that space to get a whole bunch of stuff to review. So if
Awesome.
that pans out, then I'm gonna have no choice but to start another channel. So.
You will have no choice.
Cool.
What's up,
Yeah.
Justin? Down there drinking. I just left. We were down, and Justin, Leanne, and Crystal were all down there in the pool, and I was like, I gotta go. I'm running the show tonight.
Yeah. Well, good for you. That was
Crystal's
a
like,
good
really? Can't you
Nice.
just not do the show? I was like, doesn't work that way.
call.
I'm
No,
No,
out.
it doesn't work.
Yep.
some nights you can
Thursday.
do that. Like if you
Yep.
ever need a day off, I mean, I'll be
No.
honest, your pay will be docked.
I know.
But I mean that happens when you don't show up, right? But you can take time off when you need
Oh,
to.
dude, yeah, this is
Just
more
not
time I can-
tonight.
That's just
Just
more time
not
I can spend with Crystal. It's fine. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah. Komar, I just sent you an email. I was just sitting here thinking, it's like, did I copy him on that? I meant to copy him on that. I don't know if I did or not. So if you see that, if it's new to you, I apologize. But that is something I need to send an RSVP in soon. And I need to know if that's something you would like to go to. And
yeah.
it's not a secret. It's the
We need to get those in there.
88 thing.
Yep. We probably should get that back. I got another email. Liar. Crystal called me a liar.
I know.
There's probably
but-
some truth. There's probably some
you
truth
can
to that.
I'm
truth to
not
that.
I'm not publicly acknowledging any of that other stuff, but you are welcome to fill Crystal in on the reasons why I was late to the show and wasn't sure if I was going to make it.
I'm sticking with the GearReport erotica. That's it.
Well, or you can go with that.
That's what I'm going
Or
with.
you can go with that.
I'm gonna
But
come up.
Crystal,
I'm
no,
coming up with a logo and everything, dude.
there was
Love it.
there was like a 96% chance that I was not going to be here at all this
Yep.
evening. So
That's right. I was holding
and
down the
then
fort.
mentally, I'm only half here.
And I had Nakia. I shot Nakia the link,
Mhm.
but I don't know if she got busy or what. I don't know if she has the computer set up for it yet either.
Yeah.
She's just moving. She's moving right down the road from me. So
Do you feel like you're being pursued?
I do. It's freaking stalkers. Can't
Well,
help it.
dude, you keep telling people about a new erotica channel. What do you think's going to happen?
I know.
Yeah.
When Crystal's going to start freaking out when all these boxes start showing up to the door. I'll be like, well, that one's for you. That's not a me.
Yeah. That was diesel power.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah,
see.
but I got on the Gear Report and I was like, all right, what do we have published? I was like, all right, that's going to be a short episode tonight.
Yeah.
And Komar showed up. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
And then Jeff showed up. I was like, all right, back to normal.
Yeah. Well, what's normal, really?
There's no, I mean, normal-ish.
Yeah, normal-ish. Yeah. All right, folks. I see. For the first part of the show, we must have been competing
Crystal.
with someone.
Oh yeah, there's everybody
For
branched out to
viewers,
Thursday.
because
Everybody
people
branched out to
showed up.
Thursday.
Yeah, people are starting to show up now. So I would like to hear, what were you doing? Like you weren't here. What were you doing? And how are you going to contribute to the show? Give us something to talk about. All right.
Yeah.
Let's make this interesting. But it's got to be a
Yeah.
participatory thing. So something better than bring it. Bring it.
Oh, she's talking. She's talking about the Gear Report erotica boxes showing up. in the
Oh.
house. She's like, bring it.
Oh.
Crystal's going to jump
Well.
into the old gear report here. It's your own little channel
Wow,
right there.
wow.
I can't put on the screen. I feel bad now because I declined. I had
All the
offer.
reviews are just
I had something
blurred
available.
out.
I had something available about
Oh, you told me about that one.
3 weeks ago,
Dude,
maybe.
I told you, just send it down here and just put Mama San on it and just laugh.
So,
Just laugh when you do it and be like, oh, she will just, because she will find it hilarious.
and I could probably do that now because everyone who is on my Amazon account and can see the order history and everything is old enough that they could handle that. But
Right.
but just barely.
Like, Dad, what are you ordering? Like, don't you worry about it. It's not for me.
Yep. No questions.
Yeah. Don't you ask.
Yes.
You just, here, I ordered you a new, like, pink wig or something. Here you go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So let's see. I already showed you the 3D printed pistols. Those are actually going to be at a convention this weekend, promoting the 3 Pillars Services, I think is what he's calling it. Actually, I have a card here now.
Nope.
I have the first card from my kid that is an official. This is her brand ambassador card for 3 Pillars Services that does 3D printing and other stuff like that. So if anyone needs anything 3D printed and they would like to kind of farm that out to people, I don't know if Komar's taken orders. If so, you can talk to him, or you can go to 3 Pillars Services and talk to Chris. Either, I'm sure, will do right by you and give you an extortion-like rate, because they do want to get rich off of every part. That is part of the 3D printing creed, I think. No, but seriously, dude, watching Chris get ramped up and experiment with different 3D printers. He was talking today about doing it kind of as a business and being able to produce things and able to design some things and have them kind of a good flow of things kind of in stock or able to print in batches. And the real problem is just shit just keeps breaking. Like it'll get a little momentum, like, all right, I got all the kinks worked out.
Machine down.
Ready to put up a web page and start selling these, and then that machine shits the bed.
Yep.
And I'm like, so you got to have like 4 of each thing if you want to go into production.
Yep. So it's changing, but it definitely used to be the case that 3D printing itself was the hobby. So you had to be into your 3D printer and playing with it, and that had to be the thing. And so I actually got into it initially and then left it because 3D printing was not my hobby. My hobbies were other things, and then 3D printing was to further those things. And so every time I wanted to print something, it was a struggle, and I had to reattempt it a dozen times. I spent more time trying to get a good print than anything else. But then I went with Prusa, but this was like 5 or 6 years ago when Prusa was the neat printer to get that was just turnkey. And not to say it no longer is, but now there's other options as well. Prusa is still awesome, but I believe that the hot tip right now is Bamboo. Is the one that all the cool kids are. I don't have one.
Everybody's using that Bamboo now, right?
Yeah, he's got the Bamboo, and he's about to get, I think Creality is going to send him the K1 Max. He had a K1, and it was amazing for 120 hours. And about 120 and a half hours, it melted.
Yeah.
You got replacement parts, which took a while because it was brand new on the market. Like they didn't have replacement parts yet.
Yeah.
But so it took a while to get them, and it just never worked right. So he sent it back.
So my understanding of the 2 parts that go on them are belts, which you just have a stock of belts.
Yeah.
And 2 is parts that are 3D printable. So generally, in my experience, the thing that you do is as soon as you're printer dialed in and good to go, you print all the parts and then have those aside. And then when something breaks, then you got the
Yeah.
one.
He had his hot end melted, like the whole assembly
Okay.
just melted down.
Okay.
And he, I don't know if he tried to rebuild it or got a new one or what, but it did not give him the same print quality when he got it put back together. So he got rid of it.
I got something in today. I got the.
Oh,
You can see it.
yeah. I
You got
thought
the Go
that.
Safe in.
Yeah, I thought that was the
Yep.
company you were talking about.
Yep.
Because you were talking about it. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Go Safe. I
That
got
was
the
them.
card sitting here.
Yep.
I got cards
that
all
sh-
over the place.
Those showed up today. Those lockable mags. So luckily, I have a Glock and it's a Glock 17.
Nice. And I've got, so just going through some of my business cards, you recognize Real Avid
Yep.
from Dirty Sanchez himself.
Dustin
And
Sanchez. Yes.
oh, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay.
You know that's what I meant.
You don't get everybody fired up about Dirty Sanchez's.
I know. We've got little speed racer one from Paul at well, he's with Gun Owners of America, but also Legally Armed America.
Legally, or yeah.
Yep.
I watch his stuff like 2 or 3 times a day. He comes out with stuff.
Yeah, he's got a new series about the HOA. I think they're in season 2, like HOA PD. Isn't that what it's called? It's kind of funny. I'm going to show this one just because I like to challenge the
Live Free Armory
ownership that some other people we know seem to have of that brand. So Live Free Armory, good people. We like them. Yep. We could see what else.
So I've got their lower and upper on that 8.6 blackout build.
Yep. All right. Those are all the ones I want to talk about.
That I've dinged up with the brass coming out of that thing.
Yeah.
The old brass deflector is taking a beating.
Yeah. Well, you got to get an adjustable gas block or something to soften how hard it's cycling.
I know. So Faxon sent that gas block with it when they sent the barrel. They're like, "Here's the gas block." I'm like, "Awesome." Yeah, that's on the list. But like I said, it's almost. I mean, it works fine. It just it beats the crap out of the brass deflector. But I don't care. Dude, I'll just sand it down, throw some primer on it, hit it with a little monster tough.
Well, maybe you weren't paying attention, but what the cool kids do these days is they 3D print something to cover that spot up. If you print it for the right material that's like a low melting point, you might actually be able to catch some brass, like have it melt into place right there on the brass deflector.
I believe it.
That'd be the bomb right there.
I know the guy in the bay next to us at Aries, the Aries event the Aries range was like, "What the hell?" And he didn't hear it. He didn't hear us firing. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" And I was like, he's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "So you want to fire it?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "This thing's sick."
That'll be $27 per
round.
I
was like, "It's $5. You get one shot." It's not bad. I think it's $250 a round.
Wow.
I know. But I was picking up that brass. Don't you worry.
Oh, good. Yeah. It is an impressive round.
I'm getting an 8.6 die and then save all those casings, order some 338 Lapua rounds and done.
Nice. All right. I do have to admit, I'm embarrassed. Do I have to admit it? I'm going to. I don't have to, but I'm going to.
Do it.
I can't. It's too embarrassing. Dang it. I'm trying to click on something here.
Oh, God.
I got nothing for Guitar Mageddon.
Whoa.
I've been busy. Like, instead of buying stuff, I've actually been practicing, and I'm making some progress. Not enough that I want to like do an online concert for you or anything, but
like pretty soon you're gonna be good enough to where you're like, "Hey, you got to get the show. I got a gig on Thursday."
Yeah,
I'll be like, "Awesome."
Yeah,
you're like, "I'm at this local hippie coffee house over here doing stuff."
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
do it. Karaoke.
I don't think I can do karaoke. I believe karaoke it's actually a Japanese word. I don't know if you knew that. And it loosely translates into audio
dying
baggery.
Oh, I thought it was dying cat, but
that well. I said loosely translates.
Yeah, loosely translated.
So I don't have anything for Guitarmageddon at the moment.
Oh, everybody's so
I'm
upset.
looking, like, don't I have something? Damn.
No,
I
no,
know
you
you
don't.
got a gun.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh no.
no, never mind. I just don't feel up to it.
Oh,
I don't feel up to it.
that's funny because I was like,
oh,
oh,
you know,
I was like, he's gonna look, he's gonna try and find something and be like, watch this.
Yeah.
all right.
So I don't want to brag or anything, but in that last segment cost us 2/3 of our audience,
Did it?
2/3 of our live audience. So I apologize for that.
That's all right. As soon as you,
My
hit
bad.
Guitarmageddon, people just bail.
My bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all right. That's because we're over an hour. People are done anyways.
Yeah.
Then we have the remember when we were trying to do the 30-minute segment.
You
or
guys have
30
anything you want to talk about?
I already talked
I'm
about
good.
my stuff.
All right. Then we'll see you at the
Komar said
range.
he's got nothing on.